In this video, we'll demonstrate how to get started creating a remote. Press and hold any button to bring up the menu. Touching anywhere else on the screen will dismiss the menu. You can also bring up the menu with a quick touch anywhere else on the screen. These two menus are slightly different. When you press and hold on a button, options related to that specific button are added to the menu. You can quickly tell the difference by noticing if the button actions menu choice is present. Notice this menu doesn't have a choice for button actions. And this menu does have a choice for button actions. Let's go through the menu choices. File. Here you can create a new remote, load an existing remote, or change where the remote is stored if you have iCloud enabled. Edit. Here you can rename and reorganize buttons as well as create and remove pages. Format. Under the Format menu, you can change the look of a button or a page. Go to Page. This menu provides a quick way to navigate between pages. Advanced. There are a few advanced options here that are covered in the menu section of www.iggyhead.com. Button actions. This allows you to define what a button does. Any number of actions can be added here, from turning on the TV, to swiping up to increase volume, to adding the display of the current time to the button. Every button has the default action to display the menu when you long press on that button. About. From here you can quickly get to the web page support, suggestions, or watch videos such as this one. Okay, let's make a simple remote for watching TV. First, I'm going to get rid of some of these buttons. Press and hold, edit, remove button. Okay, let me remove this one up here. Edit, remove button. Okay, first button I want it to be called Watch TV. Maybe the second button I want to do something with lighting. Okay. Let's have the first button take us to a new page. First, we have to create the page. Go to Page, and at the bottom we'll see the option of Create New Page, Page 2. Okay, this is a new page. We can't really tell it's a new page because it's very similar to the old page. So let's change the background of this new page. Format, Page Format. Now I'm going to choose a background image. All right. Okay. And I'm going to create a new button down here at the bottom. Edit new button. And I'm going to call that button Return. We can style the button later. Alright, I need to add an action to this button. Open menu or change page. And I'm going to have it return us to the previous page. Okay, so let's hook up the Watch TV button to actually take us to that page. I created it from here, but I didn't add this action. So we'll do plus, open menu or change page, action, go to page 2. Let's try it. Watch TV takes us to this page, return takes us back. Let's do something similar for the lighting page. First we create our page, create a new page, page 3. And this page, I'm just going to make the background black. That'll be simple. Change this color to black. There it is. I'm going to do the same thing down here in the bottom right and create a new button. And just use that to return us to the previous page. Let me add its action, open menu or change page, and return to previous page. Okay, So we can navigate to 3 pages. If we'd like to see the pages, we can look at our Go to Page list. We have the main page at the top, the second page we're going to use for watching TV, and the third page for lighting. If we press Watch TV, it takes us to the second page. We can return. If we press Lighting, we didn't hook that up yet. Button Actions, Add, Open Menu or Change Page, go to page 3. All right, now if we press Lighting, it takes us to page 3. And this way you can build many navigations between many pages. Okay, let's go to the Watch TV page and have it do something useful. First of all, let's restyle this button that we're going to use as the style for all the other buttons. So let's make it a little bit darker. Button format. Let's change its background color. If we just go with black with white text. Something simple for now. We could give it a little bit of transparency so you can see the background through it a little bit. Okay. Now, if this page is going to be used for a remote, we're going to need more buttons. So let's change the size of the page and add some columns and rows. So this page looks like it holds about 20 buttons. It has space for 5 buttons across the top and 4 buttons down the side. That's about 20 buttons. We know that our TV remote is probably going to take more buttons than 20. So let's add some rows and columns. So I'm going to add a column after. And notice the button shrank. There's actually another column, so it's now 6 buttons across the top and 4 down the side. And I'm going to add a row below. Another column after, another row below. Okay. A couple more just to make sure we have enough space for our TV buttons. All right, now I'll go to Button Actions, Add, and this time I'll go to the Global Cache iTalk Flex Wi-Fi. This, I know, is already configured such that it has an emitter hooked up to my satellite receiver and from Dish Network, and I'm going to use that. So, and it's on address 1. So I'm going to select the code for the satellite receiver from this list. The satellite receiver is under Set-Top Box, and pressing the DI on the right, it's under Dish. Let's find, there it is, and satellite receiver all models IR address 1. There's some notes about this code set, this IR code set that you can read. It just tells you more about using this code set with Dish Network receivers. All right, so I could choose this button to do a single code here, like cancel. Or I could add a couple of codes, and it would create buttons for those 2 codes. Or I could just have it create buttons for every code that's in this database. And that's what I'm going to do. That way I can see everything that's available from this satellite receiver, and I can move those buttons around. So let me save. If you look at the very bottom of the screen, it says pressing save will create 48 buttons in unused locations. So I press save, and there they are. So now I have 48 buttons, and really all I need to do is move them around. It's going to take me a while to move them around and really decide where I want them, so I'll speed up this next part of the video. Okay, I took some time to organize the buttons, remove some buttons that I didn't need. There are often duplicate buttons or buttons that we just don't use. And this is what I came up with. If your needs change, you can add columns and rows to expand things out to the side, or you can rearrange them when you get bored. Change the background, change the colors. Really, the entire design is up to you. All right, now that we're done with this, I'm going to return to the previous page. Yep, there's my Watch TV. But there's one more thing I might want to do. Although all these buttons here control the television, it would be nice to also turn on the television when I go to this page. So that's pretty easy. We go to Button Actions, we add an action, we go to this same controller, and I know that at address 2 I have the television emitter, so I'm going to turn on the TV, and it's a Sony. Let's see, Sony, and I just want to go to the power codes and use the discrete power on code so that no matter how many times I press that, it'll just turn on the TV. Save, save. Okay. Not that it matters, but I'm going to move the power on above going to page 2. You can move these around by grabbing the little 3 grippers on the right and dragging them up or down. Okay. All right. Okay, so I went to this page. My TV is coming on, and now all these buttons will control my satellite receiver. I could add buttons to control the Onkyo volume, and also buttons on this page to either get me to the lighting page or adjust the lighting for when I want to watch a movie. Let's just show a very simple light control. Going to lighting, we have this empty page here. Really, I'm just going to set up one button. File, whoops, edit, new button. And this button, I actually want it to be black. Well, pretty close to black. Let's start with, let's go with black. And let's make its title white, that's fine. And I'm gonna, it's hard to see now, I'm gonna rename the button. Call it light. Some light in my house. I want the pressed properties of this button. Oops, format, button format, pressed button properties. I'm changing the background color when it's pressed to yellow and the title color to black. All right, so you can see when I press it, it lights up. All right, the reason I did that is because I'm going to let this button change its background color based on the light level of one of the Insteon lights connected to the Universal Devices Insteon controller. All right, so let's go to Button Actions, Add, and here I'm going to choose Universal Devices Insteon controller. All right, so I'm going to have to log in, and I'm not going to let you see my password, so I'll stop the video for a moment. Okay, I've logged in, and you can tell that I've logged in and provided the right credentials to securely communicate with the Universal Devices Insteon controller by the check mark. All right, so this light will be triggered by a button press. I'm going to go to my list of devices, and I'm just going to pick a device that's in the same room that I'm in, this sconce, for instance. There are a lot of options here. I'm just going to leave the defaults, except for I'm going to present a level slider when I touch the button. I would like to add the level to the button title, so it'll tell me the percentage that that light is on. And I would like to change the button color so that when it's off, it's at its darkest level, which is the way it looks right now. And when it's on 100%, it'll be at its brightest level, which will be that yellow that I chose for the pressed button properties. Okay, save. You can already tell the light's on at 51%. All right, so I'm going to touch the light. It'll bring up a level slider. I can move the sliding to wherever I like, and it goes to a level, and it gets adjusted. The nice thing about this Universal Devices Insteon controller is that When you change the light manually from another switch, this user interface automatically updates because this application is registered for updates with the controller. All this communication is through a secure TLS encrypted channel over your home network. Okay, you can also set it to automatically, through this user interface, when you touch it, it could come on at a particular level instead of the slider option. So it could be quicker to turn on a light. All right, well, that's turning on a light with the Insteon controller. Go back here. Let's watch some TV. Thank you for watching. You can really create any remote you want with these devices. It's just about taking some time and customizing it the way you like. Thank you.